Once upon a time, there lived a poor miller who had 3 sons. When the miller died, he left his mill to his eldest son and his donkey to his second son. Unfortunately, all that was left for his 3rd son, Peter, was the family cat, Puss. Peter had no idea how he could make his living with nothing but a cat. One day, he and Puss were at the marketplace when a royal messenger came with a proclamation from the king. "The princess has turned 18 and wishes to marry," he announced. "Suitors are thereby notified to come to the king's court tomorrow so that the princess may choose her prince." Peter thought how wonderful it would be if he could marry a princess. Peter and Puss were resting near a fast stream that passed through the city when a little old lady approached. She was much too feeble to make it across the water herself and asked Peter if he might help her. Peter felt sorry for the old woman and helped her cross. He placed her on his back and waded to the other side of the stream. The old woman was very grateful to Peter, and as a reward for his kindness, she gave him a pair of gleaming golden boots. "But these are no ordinary boots," she explained, "for I am a witch, and these boots are magical." Peter was amazed. He turned to ask what kind of magic the boots may have, but the old woman had disappeared. Peter tried to put the boots on, but they did not fit him. He sighed heavily and was just about to throw the boots away when his curious cat put his paws in. Then Peter heard someone say, "Oh, these fit me perfectly." Peter was flabbergasted. It was Puss. His cat was talking like a human.
Hey, these fit me perfectly. Wait, did I say that? Hey,
I can't believe this.
These fit me perfectly.
You're talking like a...
Puss was overjoyed. "I always wanted to help you, Peter," the cat said, "and now I can." The cat ran into the nearby bushes and bagged 3 rabbits. Then he asked Peter to take off his clothes and stay in the water of the stream while he attended to some business at the king's palace. When Puss reached the palace, he greeted the king and told him that his master, the Marquis de Carabus, had sent the king a gift of 3 well-trained rabbits. Puss told the king that the Marquis had been robbed of everything, including his clothes, while on his way to the palace, and that the Marquis was currently standing naked in the stream with nothing to wear. The king ordered his minister to go to the stream with clothes for the stranded Marquis. The minister presented royal garments to Peter and invited him to the palace. Peter was surprised to find that a royal carriage had been sent to fetch him. What a clever cat he had! Peter, Puss, and the minister hopped in and headed for the palace. Now, it so happened that the princess was meeting her suitors that day. First came a suitor from France. He was very pompous, and the princess was not at all impressed by him. She rejected him, and they called for the next suitor. The next suitor entered the throne room. He was very tall and dark and had the most peculiar smell. As soon as he walked toward the princess, she said, "Oh, you smell horrible. I'm sorry, but I can't marry you." With a loud roar, the man turned into a ferocious beast. He grabbed the princess and they vanished.
I will take you to my castle.
The king had to get his daughter back, but none of his court was willing to fight the ferocious beast. Just then, Peter and his cat arrived. "Your Majesty," Puss interjected, "my master is a very brave, very strong man. If anyone can get your daughter back, it's him." The king begged Peter to help, and Peter agreed to rescue the princess. Peter had no idea how he was going to rescue the princess, but Puss had a plan. The cat's eyes fell on a winged unicorn grazing outside in the royal garden. They hopped up on its back and flew up into the sky.
Row, come, master, let us fly. Row.
Brilliant idea, Puss. To the beast's castle.
They traveled for an entire day and night. Finally, they came upon a dark castle in the mountains.
Look, I think I see something up ahead. Oh, but it's too dark.
Master, I can see in the dark. It is a...
As quietly as they could, Peter and Puss crept into the castle. They found the princess locked up in a cage. Suddenly they smelled something horrible, and a gruff voice bellowed, "Who are you? What do you want here?" It was the beast. Peter's knees began to shake, but Puss had an idea. Puss told the beast that they were great conjurers and that nobody could match their expertise. The beast also fancied himself to be a great conjurer. "No one can match your expertise, eh?" said the beast. "Can you do this?" The beast transformed himself into an enormous dragon. Puss looked at the dragon, unimpressed. "It's very easy to turn into something huge like a dragon," he scoffed. "Can you turn yourself into something small?" The beast immediately turned himself into a tiny mouse. In an instant, the cat pounced on it and swallowed it whole. The beast was defeated. Peter congratulated Puss for his cunning, and they quickly released the princess from the cage.
Oh, that's easy. Can you turn yourself into
I'll
something
show
very
you.
small?
I will turn into a tiny mouse.
Peter and his cat rescued the princess and took her back to the palace. The princess was very impressed by their bravery. She said to her father that the Marquis was the worthiest man she had ever met, and that she wanted to marry him. The king agreed, and a royal wedding was arranged. Peter couldn't believe his luck. He owed it all to his own kind gesture and his amazing cat, Puss in Boots.